Hey, what's up, guys? Ricky Mataka here. Let me go get my camera on for a second. 1 second. What was I gonna say? What's up? Let's get the question box out. Hey, what's up, guys? Ricky here. Let me just move this here for a sec. All right. What's up? We're gonna do day number 1. We're gonna wait. We're gonna start in another 5-10 minutes per se. Who we got going on right here? Let's see who's on. I think we got Rob. Rob's on. John's on. All right. Hold on. Let me just type something out.
I'm here.
Yeah, just text Slack for a minute.
Yo, what up?
What's up, guys? All right, so I'm gonna get the question box out quick. So look, guys, we're gonna go really to the point today on each and every day. We notice the issues that currently exist, and it has to do with core marketing principles, okay? So I just wanna make sure I'm sharing my screen so you can see. So core marketing principles, and if you don't get the core marketing principles, no matter what you do in any type of marketing, you're pretty much going to fail. I hate to say it. And you have to understand that this is high ticket services, high ticket business. It's not like selling a t-shirt. You're not just going to pop, get 3 visitors to the site and boom, get $1,000 sale out of nowhere. Okay, it doesn't work like that. You need to build yourself up. So through these days, and there's going to be 3 core days, and then the last day we're going to do a full Ask Us Anything. But 3 core days, we're going to bring you around pretty much the logic of things, the tactics, and nurturing the sales. Because if you understand this type of stuff properly, you will be making sales. We've taken care of all the conversions. We've taken care of getting you easy email leads. And the disconnect here is just getting that to work correctly for yourselves. Okay, we see people sending directly to an agency site from cold email. That doesn't work. Sending people, basically from AMP to the agency site. That doesn't work. All right, or just not knowing what they're doing in general. The emails are copy and paste, just copy and paste and whatever else is doing, thinking that they're going to get results faster. That don't work. All right, so what we're gonna do over the next 3 days is really give you the core methodology. So let me break this out. And I'll keep this here for a second. All right, and we'll start in just a moment because I'm probably gonna cut out what I just did because I'm gonna record. This is recording, and I'm gonna cut it, and it's gonna be in the group, and we'll find a place for it to live. So where's everybody coming from? Everybody can hear me? Put a 1 in the chat box. I want to make sure I'm set up. We're gonna get started in just a few. What's up, Chris? What's up, Nancy? What's up, Justin? What's up, Rodney? What's up, Gus? What's up, Becky? Hope everything's going good for you, Becky. I know what just happened. Hope that you're getting through that. What's up, Richard? Cool, guys. Yeah. All right. Awesome. So I'm glad that you guys made it out. And you know what? I'm going to give you some tough love here because it's really needed. And it's the intent that, we do want to see you succeed. We've had so much success in internet marketing that we're able to bring you opportunities like Slingly Agency, Exact Prospect, Amp Fire, even Paul's traffic system. It's like once something clicks in your head, I was just on the phone with Paul Murphy not too long ago, and we were talking about his traffic tube system. And I kind of asked him, I said, what clicked for you? Like, what was the change for you in your marketing career? And you know what he told me? He says, Ricky, I remember you in 2013, 2014. I used to sit on your webinars and I was dead broke. I listened to you and Alex Becker. And I was just wondering, I was saying to myself, one day I'm going to be like them. One day I'm going to have my chance and opportunity. And you know what? It clicked for him when we were teaching SEO at the time. It like really just clicked. Now, it could have been what Becca was teaching. It could have been what I was teaching. It could have been whoever was teaching him something. Something just clicked in his head. He focused on one thing, which was free SEO traffic. And he found the best way to do it was YouTube. And he focused on nothing but YouTube. Now the dude's doing millions of dollars every few months off free traffic on YouTube. He's teaching people, if you wanted to get with him, is $20,000 for him to do a done for you service. I mean, and then if you look at like things like Exact Prospect, okay, Rob's been in the business of cold email marketing for over 18 years, okay, and lead gen and all that stuff. So, I mean, this ain't overnight success, guys. Especially if you want to become wealthy and do this full term and long time. And you know what? I was just watching a video from Russell Brunson, and you know he's had some affiliate marketing boot camp he's promoting now, but he said 82% of active ClickFunnels users do not make any money. They're affiliates. Like maybe they make $100, but he says about 50. But he said last year they paid out in ClickFunnels alone over $20 million in affiliate commission. But think about those percentages. 81% don't do shit, and 19% divvy $20 million. Why is that? Okay, affiliate marketing has just got easier and easier and easier, to be completely blunt with you. You got multiple different ways to build landing pages, multiple ways to get different traffic, so many different sources, many different services out there to build your email list. Okay, Exact Prospect is very unique. You got Amplify, which automates SEO. We used to do that manually. Okay, it's just easy. I just think that, you know, most of the people that are coming into Exact Prospects, say Slingly agency or Slingly in general, are coming with an e-commerce type mentality. Okay, direct impulse buy. You send traffic from Facebook right to a t-shirt, and then you cut the sales, and then you figure out how to keep on doing that. That does not work in digital marketing easily. It doesn't work in $495 tickets. It doesn't work in $995 tickets. It doesn't work in $2,000 tickets. Okay, maybe you'll hit the lotto and just get 1 or 2 people to buy. That does happen from time to time, but that's not long term. It's nothing that puts you in the seat of being the authority. That's not what grows your business. Okay, so if you really want to be a true internet marketer like we are, then you got to go take the steps, all right, that we're going to show you over this boot camp in these next 3 days. All right. And Julie says the 80-20 rule. I mean, cool. All right, so we're going to follow specific things. Okay, I'm going to show you some reverse engineering. We're going to show you audience targeting and the methodology around it. Why pre-framing is important. So pre-framing your offer, pre-framing yourself, the methodology around it, shortcut prospecting. Okay, that is Exact Prospect. Okay, that shortcuts you to get leads in your account. But when you get leads in your autoresponder, doesn't mean that. See, you know, and Rob broke this down pretty good the other day in one of the convos we were having. People get the word prospecting and leads confused. Just because you have an email on your autoresponder account doesn't mean that's a lead. It's a prospect. A lead is somebody that maybe hits you up to buy a product or service, or someone that books a call. So say someone books a call with your team, and then you have your phone guys like we have, you know, give them a call up and, you know, basically close them on what we offer. Well, that's a lead. Okay, so you're forever prospecting, and I've taught this in, you know, in my marketing plenty of times. And just in case you guys want to get this kind of knowledge, it's not even just an agency. Just if you go to Media Dollars alone, I have covered topics on reverse engineering. Okay, so if you go over here, okay, no, this is the boot camp that some people said I never got to see the boot camp. It's right here. It's in your agency marketing area. It's in MediaDollars.com marketing area. Okay, you have the agency boot camp here. But over here, all right, if we go down to this in the archive, and John, I think you should put the archive above here if you can. You know, not right now, but just let you know. Okay, I go through stuff on like keeping yourself organized, not getting overwhelmed, pricing and margin strategies. That's not just e-commerce there. That's also goes into digital marketing too as well. How we even came out with prices for agency in the first place. Look, reverse engineering success, how to work backward in your marketing. All the stuff that you need to become a successful digital marketer like we do in here. Ad copy and critiques, okay, stuff like that. You know, super affiliate strategies. They're all here, okay? So you can't say that there's not the information or we didn't provide you with the information because it's right there in front of your face. You just got to do it, all right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down as easy as possible, okay? And that's the goal. I was speaking to Rob about this, and, you know, we don't want to overwhelm you even more because I could have dropped a bunch of videos in Exact Prospect, bunch of videos in Slingly Agency, just to keep on going with the case studies that I've conducted, you know, I'm still building, because remember, this is not 2-week thing. This is a marathon. I'm going to keep on doing it. I could have just kept on giving you free traffic methods and paid traffic methods, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I just logged into my Facebook account and it was disabled. I haven't even ran an ad in there, guys, in about maybe 30 days. So you're going to deal with bullshit, okay, that comes on with accounts and all the other stuff, and there's nothing we could do about it, okay? This has just happened today. So you should be like happy that guys like Exact Prospect exist, okay, that we can get our prospects, you know, unlimited prospects if we like, onto our email list, because if anything made me money throughout my whole career, it was email marketing. The end. Any kind of traffic generation I've done from Facebook to YouTube or Google at the time or SEO or whatever, always brought them to an opt-in page so that I could obtain the email address as a prospect and then nurture them into from cold to warm. And we need to explain this process a lot easily, okay? So Rob, is there anything that you want to say before I get started? Because I'm going to get started pretty fast.
I was just going to reinforce that. So, I mean, that is literally 83% of everyone's revenue is strictly coming from email marketing. And the way that, you know, we're positioned in front of that so they can then turn that into revenue. So everyone out there is building their list, and that's where most of the revenue is coming from, is email, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's coaching, anything that has to do with making money online. It's 80% of that is coming from email marketing.
Exactly. And you know what? I wrote this in my mail yesterday. I don't know if you guys seen this, okay? But this is what I see going on constantly, okay? Constantly in this industry. All right, I see this clear as day on my webinars, in the trainings, in the groups, okay? Like even when we're on other people's webinars, okay? And these are successful vendors that make millions and millions of dollars, all right? And just try to do the same thing we're doing, just teaching people how to do it properly, okay? People get convoluted into thinking it's all push button, okay? It's only push button to a degree. All right, so like software will automate it as much as possible. Like Slingly automates your e-commerce, so you push a button and it gets loaded to your store, and now it's ready to sell and it's fulfilled. Okay, Exact Prospect is push button and audience is delivered to you. But what you do after that, how you get traffic, can never be completely 100% automated unless you have the core internet marketing values or just marketing principles in general. All right, they do not truly understand a prospecting sales cycle. Just like I teach Facebook, you know, advertising, which I'm going to show you a little bit here today, because audience insights still does exist, only till July. But I'm going to show you how you can use the methodology around it and bring it into other tools and get the same results. Okay, they do not have the core tactics or shortcuts that are working for years. Now, that's not going to be day one. I'm not going to show you all the shortcuts and core tactics. This is logic right now. We're in logic. We're going to go, basically, this is step one, logic. Step two is tactics. That's tomorrow. Step three is sales, nurturing, and other good stuff that we got planned for you guys, all right? People are in a rush to make money. That's a whole nother different ballgame. And I understand why. I get it, okay? This world is tough. It's not easy what's going on right now. I get that. And you know, there's one point where I was rushed to make money too. And guess what? I was spending more money than I was making because I was in a rush to make money. I didn't truly take the time to understand or learn the core values of internet marketing so that I could have probably shortcutted a lot of the money that I spent, thinking the more money I spend, the more money I can make, because we were all taught that in business, you got to spend money to make money. And while that's true, you can lose a lot more money than you make, all right? And they don't understand the types of traffic and how to channel in sales. So I explained this in Touchless Agency Bootcamp. I believe it was day one. So if you were to go over here and you were to go into your agency marketing area or go into Media Dollars marketing area, you'll see your strategy plan and exclusive network revealed. This right here, you should go watch like 2 times. I explained a lot of what we're going to cover here, but probably in more detail, and different traffic channels and how they work together, user intent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, but we have a clear, directive on what we want to do today. We want to get you into understanding, okay, why we target people the way we do, the methodology of the framing of your offer, all the way down to getting them to become your prospect. That's what we're going to cover today. We're not going to cover anything more than that because it's going to confuse people, and we're going to keep this to another, say, 50 minutes. All right. So we want people to be able to take this content and digest it, not have to sit and waddle through a 2-hour video. All right. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay. Everybody ready? Put a 1 in the chat box. Let's get ready. And whoever's paying attention, and I know John's paying attention, we're going to ask a cool question, maybe 2 or 3 questions, and give out $100 to people that get it right. Okay. We'll just do it like we did the last time. Just give you some money for being there. All right. So cool. Why is audience insights disappearing? We'll answer that later. I think it has to do with the the Apple iOS 14 update. I think that's what it has to do with. All right. So let's talk about reverse engineering marketing, okay, and why this is so critical. You'll understand that 80% should be your research, 20% should be your execution. So before I get into that, why did I come up with Slingly Agency? Where did I see this coming from? Okay. And it has to do with some of my experience being in the industry, but this is here. Okay. If we go over here and we go make money online and we start from scratch, we just put make money online. Okay. If you want to earn extra cash, turn to these money making websites. Look what's on the list. Etsy. Okay. There's some other stuff like that. But this is 12 best ways to make money online personal finance. Okay. 17 ways you can make money right now. Let's see what they're pitching to people. 21 ways to earn money. Okay. Let's see what they're pitching to people right now to make money. Okay. Oh, look, she's just making so much money. All right. So let's go here. All right. Sell your photos. Create how-to videos. Become a copywriter. Yeah. Okay. You can do it overnight. I'm telling you. Teach English. Turn your interest into podcasts. Set up content. Okay. You have to set up content, right? Become a translator. Let's see what another website is pitching you. Okay. 21 ways to earn $100 online. Let's see what this is. Right before you even get, oh, Google AdSense. There we go. That's the way to do it. Text links. Okay. Sponsored posts. Affiliate marketing. Boom. That's a good one. Display ads. Freelance. Okay. When I looked this up, I was just doing some research. I was looking at Shopify's reports and all that stuff. What I noticed is that since the boom of e-commerce just happened last year, and we experienced like 10 years growth in freaking 3 months, I kind of knew that people are rushing online to do e-commerce. It's clear as day. Okay, I was talking to some people back in 2020, and they wanted Slingly to do merchandising sites for their corporations. So that's kind of why I got the itch in my head. I was like, these corporates, these fundraisers, these people need merchandise. Okay, and I got to talk to Mike Long too as well, and he identified the same exact thing. All right, guys, these groups, okay, that are forming online in Reddit forums, or just communities in Facebook groups and conservatives and leftists and everything else in between, whatever, okay, are forming together these kind of like, political assets or just groups in general, right? So it kind of sparked in me that people need merchandise in these groups. They're telling you, oh, put some AdSense on your website where you get paid like a penny a click, or you know what, you can sell a merchandise site, or you can sell merchandise on your website, which makes more sense. So there's a site that I go to a lot, okay? It's called swiped.co. And we're going to get into this a little bit more deeper, okay, on the trainings, okay, on the next couple of days. But look what they have. They have something called shirts, right? Now, this started off as an inspiration site for copywriters, where to come, go get copy ideas, okay? It's been around forever. We got a paid access to this as well. But if you click shirts, right, guess what? View the collection, the official clothing line for marketers and copywriters, okay? They're selling their shirts. That's merchandise. Okay, and I was just on the phone with Mike Long just 2 days ago, and we were talking about this a little bit more. For those who don't know who Mike Long is, he's part of One Man Gang, OMGmachines.com. They're a big SEO group. They've been doing SEO since forever, and they have successful students with SEO results. And that's a lot of hard work, but people who bite the bullet and do it get results. But he was talking about, how, it sickens him that he goes to a professional site that gets a lot of traffic and they're wasting their real estate with AdSense ads. They're not making them any revenue. Put merchandise there, put your mugs there, put your brands, put your logos. And I foreseen this back in 2020. So that's why I said we're going to have to come up with some sort of way to let, Slingly be able to touch these people. And that's how agency started. And that's how I ran with it. And it's only grown pretty much. Okay. And you're going to see us all over the SEO communities grow soon too as well. All right. So anyway, enough of that. But I just want to give you the kind of idea. Okay. But if you come here and you look at this, and I found this ad last night. Create your own t-shirt store in 60 seconds. This is by Shopify. So, this dude who found it, he said, I came across the first ad you will see below numerous times. Impressed with the simplicity and targeting message, I decided to do the research. I found Shopify started running this ad in 2014. So it's telling people create their own t-shirt store. So when Shopify started, and this is 2014, that's around the Teespring days. That's when Teespring was just blowing up, and Gear Bubble wasn't even a thing yet. I think Gear Bubble got launched in 2015. It was right after Teespring where Gear Bubble came, and Shopify was capitalizing on the market, saying everybody's in a t-shirt frenzy right now. I'm gonna put an ad all over the place, create your t-shirt for. It was super successful, okay? And this is some variations that they've seen. Create, but as you can see, in 2016, it started changing. Create your online store. So it went from create your t-shirt store to create your online store. And I can tell you in 2016, they caught fire. Guys like Adrian Morrison were doing podcasts and all up. I knew the affiliate manager, the main affiliate manager at Shopify. He invited me to 3 different Shopify events where I got to sit in closed doors with those dudes. And I'll tell you this much, okay? They started realizing that everybody needs a store, okay? Not just a t-shirt store. And you can come here and find cool nuggets like this. But it goes into this, okay, where we have, the merch, mybiz.com. I mean, merchyourbiz.com. Whatever your agency is, it kind of fits in, okay? Your brand, your merchandise, effortlessly. That's keywords right there that I'm using. So it's brand, merchandise, no work. Okay, there's a methodology of how I write this type of stuff, step by step. People don't want to read a long website. They want to get in, know what it does, get out. They want to see examples. They want to see professionalism. They're ready to start. But this is the end goal. You can look at your agency as the super affiliate marketing offer that you never had before. Yes, you can go to ClickBank and get affiliate offers all day. You can go to JVZoo Warrior Plus, promote affiliate offers all day, okay? But they're not going to pay you up to 60% of sale, 40%, and you can grow this out and sell it later. So not only is this an agency opportunity, it's also a super affiliate marketing opportunity. But it takes time to nurture this process because you can't just send cold traffic from Exact Prospect or Amplifier directly to a front page like this and say, oh, a person's going to spend $4.95 with me. If I'm using my name as Patricia and I'm recommending somebody to come buy a merchandise site from me, well, who the hell is Ricky? Okay, you need to start building your authority, building you. That's what your autoresponder is. So let's take a look at that. Again, I'll keep myself on track with that with the thing. So let me put this here. Okay, so on this side exists cold, very cold traffic. Okay, this is the people that do not know you. Okay, you guys came from a cold sense in a way. You may have known Groove, but you didn't know me, right? You may have known me, but you didn't know Rob. But we recommended each other. Okay, so if I recommended Rob, then you have a little bit more trust in Rob if I'm recommending. If Mike Fossane recommended me, you have trust in me. But that's cool, but you also got to see the offer. Okay, what do we offer you? When you met me, it was probably because I offered you Slingly.com, Slingly Pro. Okay, and you've seen the value in the software. It wasn't just this kid, Ricky Mataka, that has tons of success and student results. It was, well, he has something really good. And I can see me using that in my business. I can see that helping me shortcut my e-commerce tasks. Then when I offered you Rob from Exact Prospect, I said, here's Rob. He has 18 years experience in the industry. Here's what his software does, okay? This is exactly how you use it. And guess what? We could have just left you right there and said, no, buy it, and now you have to figure it out, okay? But Rob is like me. We care about our people. We want to make sure you get it, okay? So even if you were recommended or not, somehow you've seen the value in what we had to offer, or you wouldn't even be on this training in the first place, okay? Or you wouldn't even be on my email list. You would have unsubscribed probably a couple months ago, right? If I was just, not giving you value, no education, then you probably just would not be here, okay? So we all start cold in some way, okay? But this cold audience, okay, could exist, in Exact Prospect, in, EP, it could exist in native, which is like the CNN type traffic, okay? It exists in Facebook, social, like Facebook, IG, which are becoming incredibly tough to advertise on. And then it exists in SEO, and it can exist anywhere, that they do not know you. Anywhere where you could put an ad in front of a person, that's what we consider completely cold. All right. So when you're sending cold email from Exact Prospect, you're sending an ad out. That email that you send is literally no different than someone looking at a right-hand column ad on Facebook. They don't know you from a hole in a wall. They just got an email from you. If you have something that perks the interest and you do it properly, then they may be interested to get inside of your ecosystem. So if you are on any of my previous trainings here, okay, you would have known that I teach building ecosystems, okay? I even taught, Rob some of this too as well, okay? Ecosystems are the way to go. I call, they're bubbles, okay? That's where you got your groups. That's where you got your fan page. That's where you got your YouTube channel. That's where you got your, your email marketing list. That's where you got your blog. This is where you got your presence. This is your ecosystem. Now, no one knows you exist until you get them into something, all right? So for instance, with agency, right? We want to get them over to an ad. So say from Exact Prospect, I can find where this is. I think it's this one. No, it was merch. And I'll explain the details in just a minute. Let me just go to it. Merchmybiz.com. Okay. I know that people are driving traffic directly to their agency site. That's incorrect. Why? It wouldn't be bad if that was like 20% of your strategy, because then if you were driving traffic to your agency site, you could be retargeting these people that already seen your offer and now understand what it is, and you can start getting them back into many different funnels. That takes work, okay? But what I try to give you is a path to follow, okay? So what we want to do is get the right traffic to these people. So just like, okay, so let me come back over here. Let me go back to this ad where it's, okay, create your own t-shirt store in 60 seconds. So I don't know where that lander is. I don't know if I give it to you here. Let me see, I doubt it. There's no landing page. Yeah, I don't know. No landing page at all. But that probably went to a website that was just about that. With Shopify, you can create your own t-shirt store in less than 60 seconds. All you gotta do is step 1, step 2, step 3, sign up here, boom, the end. Totally free. They probably didn't even charge for it at that time. It was probably just to get that prospect on their list that they can nurture into higher ticket sales, coaching, and whatnot. So that's the mentality. So over here, if we go here, we need to find the people that this resonates with. So as I looked at the stats, okay, with Rob yesterday, we're doing 46% conversion rates across different things. EP, amplifier, which is SEO, and Facebook, until Facebook just killed my account, to be honest with you. And the why they killed my account is because they must just hate me, because I advertise so much on Facebook, they just hate me. So that probably has nothing to do with you. But like, all I'm trying to say is that I don't care. We're going to build massive amounts of emails regardless. And that's the way that I'm teaching you to do it. Now, we want to get people that are interested in a couple of things. They don't have a business. Maybe they want a brand. Okay. Maybe they know they need to go build a brand. Okay. So we want people that are interested in merchandise, interested in branding. okay? That's pretty much a USP here, okay? Because this video shows you how to build your brand fast. Well, maybe you can change this and you can say this video shows you how to build your store fast. Then you tap into a different market. People that are looking for merch, just for online stores like WooCommerce and Shopify. Okay, I'm trying to go the branding route with this because I identified last year, okay, from segregation to congregation, that people are tying together in communities and branding is becoming more important. Facebook is wants to see brand approach marketing. Okay, there's Shopify reports out there. People are going to omni-channel strategies. Omni-channel just means that you're marketing on YouTube, you're marketing on Facebook, you're marketing on SEO, you're marketing on blogs, you're doing podcast appearances, you do whatever. You're just all over the place. That's what omni-channel marketing is. So we want to make sure that the people that hit this page are interested in, one, branding, interested in two, creating their online store, interested in three, maybe seeing some kind of like data, okay, why this works. Because at the end, and I'm going to go into targeting this in just a minute, but when they get here, our next goal is to send them to this visual sales letter, which explains the opportunity. You want people to watch this. That's the goal, is getting people to watch this video. So if you look at some of the small traffic that I've sent over to this, and I'm not saying this is life-changing traffic here, okay? But you'll see that when these people convert and they get through a sequence, 69% of the people open, 54% of the people click, okay? 63% of them open, 28% people click. That will drop and drop as your sequence goes. You can have a 5-day sequence in here if you want. You just realize that it's going to get longer, and you're gonna get more drop rate. But your goal is to keep getting people indoctrinated in your list. Now, since this sequence is over and we're going to be running more amps now, the first set of amps, okay, Jay Cruz did for me, and I got to be completely blunt with you, didn't work. Okay, so I'm working with their team right now to do it the way I wanted to do initially. So they thought they were doing me a favor by just taking it on for me and just doing me a case study. And I told Chris, and I was like, guys, your system is amazing. I said, I love that you even took the effort to even try to produce a case study for me, but you got the keywords wrong, okay? So even guys like that can get things wrong. So I'm taking it over myself. I'm working with a head of support right now that's going to get me in touch with the people I need to do to run these amps correctly with my keyword generation, so I can show you some more shit, okay? But I'm just letting you know that once you start filling up your prospecting list, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so we got cold, and Rob will talk about how we turn cold into big open rates, because he showed me just yesterday. He was like, Ricky, you're doing this on the warm side. You're getting 69% open rates on the warm side. Rob is showing me clients in Exact Prospect that are getting 40 to 50% open rates on the cold side. And it has to do with the same sequence and structure. But the goal here is to keep on building this list, okay? Building your prospect list from the cold side, whether that be AMP, Facebook, or EP, or even say Paul's tube system, is you got to get them on your list. You got to send them sequences. You got to warm yourself up as the authority. Therefore, you're recommending your ecosystem, or you're recommending your agency. When that like snaps for you right there, like really just like snaps in your head, like, oh shit, I'm a real agency. I produce merchandising sites for businesses. I have traffic services that I can sell prospects, and that clicks in your head. You start to creatively think of the right targeted audience to get to, okay? And there's another side of it too, which is BizOp. Make money online. People that have no stores, okay, are going to look at your service and be like, this is great. I get to build a fully blown merchandise print on demand shop, okay, to make money online. Okay, and that's, we can even go further. We can even go into the Slingly training and all the other stuff about it, okay, which will probably help. But at where we're at right now, we got to build your list, because building your list first is the key to any high ticket marketing you're going to do. Now, if you wanted to inject like a $7 product that you create around this and sell that to that list, you own that list. We're not telling you that you have to just keep sending it to your agency. You want to send it to an affiliate offer? Be my guest. What you build to that list is your list. There's going to be people that click into the agency and buy from you. There's going to be people that it's going to take you 3 or 4 emails before they do. There's going to be prospects that never buy from you ever. But if you send maybe a $7 product or a $20 product, okay, in something that they may be interested in business opportunity, they'll buy from you, okay? So, you know, there are a couple of steps too. Like there is where you go free to low ticket to high ticket, okay? In this case, we're gonna go free to prospect list to nurture to high ticket, because the quickest way that you're gonna make money, okay, in the long term and actually have margins that you can put back into, say, traffic, okay, is selling high ticket. Okay, like unless you have a list of like 50, 60,000 people, and then what you can do is sell a low ticket for $47, and then you could probably make, you know, a good 10, 15 grand every time you send an email out that's structured the way that we're teaching you on this boot camp. And that's what my cash flow framework teaches, by the way. So that's in your Slingly agency area. If you want to learn how to do that properly, go watch my cash flow framework. It explains what I just said. And so I'm sorry, it's like a 3-hour video. You probably have to break it down, but that explains everything, okay? So I know I'm rambling at this point, but I get very, very passionate about this type of stuff. Okay, so Rob, is there anything you want to say? Because I'm going to get going on pretty much this right here. I just needed to set the framework.
No, I think, no, you're touching base. I think we're digging in a little bit more. I just want to kind of keep, you know, for what I want to accomplish is very straightforward, actionable steps to just understand the mythology or however you say it, up front. So in their head, they can say, okay, now I have the big strategy, and they can kind of think for themselves and get a little bit of uniqueness in there of what they're trying to accomplish, that big picture. I see a couple of these questions in, you know, inside of the questions.
Okay.
Someone wrote, well, wait a second, we're also selling merchandise stores. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand that. So, you know, whoever that was, I'm not gonna dig in there or whatever, but that's a whole different type of audience. So there's multiple different things that you want to do, but the big picture is just like we started up front. It all starts by building your list. Everything that he's talking about, it doesn't matter about all this other stuff. We can give you the Ferrari of everything. You've got to understand that concept of the money is in the list, build your list, and that's what we're going to get to, and that big aha. Of course, as you're building that list, yes, of course you're throwing offers in there and you're bringing them over to your opt-in page and stuff like that. But you need to understand the difference between prospect, lead, and then into your ecosystem.
Okay, so let's break this down to short steps right here, okay? And okay, so basically we're gonna know our audience. That's the first step, knowing your audience. Second step, okay, is, you know, pretty much the ads. That's like, you know, EP. Let's just say EP for now. Let's not talk about Facebook and any of that crap, okay? We're gonna go look at EP. The second step, all right, is building your list, building the list. That's the second step, is getting your email addresses, right? Okay, and then nurturing them. So sending out sequences to this list. The third step, okay, is understanding your offer. Well, actually, that really is the first step, but I thought people kind of got it, but I guess some people don't. So let me explain it here. Okay, like, first of all, you should know your offer before you even go look for your audience, but I'm kind of giving you what that audience is. Okay, so like, I'm assuming you know your offer, but to know your offer, you got to look at what you sell. You sell websites, you sell merchandise sites, you sell print on demand sites. That's what you're selling. POD sites, you're a print on demand agency. What else do you sell? You sell traffic packages. Okay, you sell a partnership to partner with you. Okay, you sell, okay, say Slingly, which is print-on-demand automation. But the main offer you're selling out of this whole site is none of these. That's not your main offer. Because the beauty of it, if someone buys a merchandise site from you, wouldn't it make sense for them to partner with you? Wouldn't it make sense for them to buy traffic from you? I think so. So if you were on my main training when I, was delivering touchless agency, I said having a variety of congruent services in a high passion, low competition niche. High passion is e-commerce, merchandise, print on demand marketing. Low competition means that these people cannot duplicate what you do easily. And I haven't seen it, okay? Having a variety of congruent services to sell to people that buy from you. Okay, if you log into your Groove Sell account as an affiliate and you see a sale there, you have their email address. There's nothing stopping you from going to contact that client. There's nothing stopping you from offering different services to that client, especially when their store is set up. There's nothing stopping you from training a VA to do that as well, right? So you have a real opportunity here that you have invested into, okay? And we do the majority of the hard work. Your job is understanding internet marketing, which is this process, knowing the audience, building your list, nurturing a sale. Okay,
let me jump in a second, Ricky. So does everybody understand the importance of building a list? I mean, that core piece of why you would want
to chat box. Put a one in the chat box. There's like over 200 people on here. Put a one or a yes or whatever in the chat box. Everybody, it should be 211 ones on the screen right now. Because it's that important to building your list, creating yourself as.
We can't make it any clearer that you would not be here if we didn't build a list, period.
Yeah.
Maybe
exactly.
onesie twosies if they were chasing shiny objects and they saw some stupid ad or whatever, they click on it, maybe you might get that. That's what Ricky was talking about. Maybe you might get a sale because they clicked on an ad and someone out there, just like everybody else here, chasing shiny objects, period. You need to build that list. Once you build that list, you can figure out offers. There's no shortage of them. We're giving you the best ones out there.
That's what the e-commerce, Rob. I say, like with print on demand marketing, there's unlimited products. Unlimited.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter, like, forget about the offers right now. We've got that covered. You've got the best ones out there, period. I know for a fact no one's gonna touch what we're giving you for an offer.
Exactly. What
we need to do is teach you how to convert on that first level before you go over. And you're gonna make sales along the way. So there's different types of traffic sources. I think Ampfire is fire, but if you understand what it's for, Ampfire is not going to make you sales to where you're driving traffic that way. Ampfire is what is going to parlay when I send you an email and you see it, and then all of a sudden you go and you start Googling, you start researching, you start seeing what we're all about, and you're everywhere. Well, guess what? That's where those conversions start happening. That's where your KPIs start increasing. And if you don't know what KPIs are, key point indicators of what your existing traffic's doing, because once you get something to work, now you need to dig in and figure out, how do I optimize? I got something working here, I need to optimize it. All right, so we're trying to get to that first level.
All right, so let me step into this part right now, okay? And I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I did inside of Media Dollars, reverse engineering your marketing. All right, you need to know your audience. Then we're gonna go into some targeting, and then I'm gonna start to, get this to become very clear to you, okay? This is not gonna take that much time. But for instance, okay, I use a site a lot called SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb gives me the opportunity to see a competitor and their other comparable sites. I use things like Swiped to find gold nuggets. Like, I didn't even know this was running, okay? And then if you use these kind of things in combination, wherever SimilarWeb just went, okay, what will happen is you may not know this existed. To be completely blunt with you, I had no freaking clue this existed. So when I looked it up in SimilarWeb, right, I see, well, they get 358,000 visits, okay, over a 6-month period. Okay, most United States, they have a wide range of traffic. A lot of it is SEO. And then you can go down and you can start to see, okay, where they're putting most of their effort in, okay, blah, 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 blah. But this is a very, very important section right here. Audience interests. So when Facebook Audience Insights goes away, you can use SimilarWeb to get data across the web in a similar fashion to know your audience, okay? So like, what are they interested in? Lifestyle, apparel. What are they interested in? Computers and electronics. Okay, now this is probably the best one because the number one over here is lifestyle, fashion, apparel, which would be, of course, it's a t-shirt forum, right? Okay, what other websites do they visit? Screenprinting.com, Heat Press Nation, Coastal Business, Jiffy Shirts. I had no clue these even exist, but you can do 335 more visited websites that SimilarWeb collects for people that visit t-shirt forums and then end up somewhere else. What kind of topics? What kind of competitor sites exist? Now, look, I'm going to bring this to reality, bring us home, bring us all back down to earth here. Facebook Audience Insights tool. Let me show you this quick because I still have some access left with it, even though they banned my freaking account today. But you come over here. I know, I freaking hate Facebook. I swear to God. All right, but let's go look at something like this. Okay, just to show you. Let's look at Shopify. Damn it. I'm gonna bring you guys back to earth here. Okay, so Shopify, Facebook says, is 7 to 8 million people. Shopify says their demographic is 25. Facebook says their demographic is 25 to 64. Okay, what does people teach you to do? Go to the page likes. See what fan page exists. See what you can target. Look at affinity levels. The lower the affinity, the worse the target is. The higher the affinity, like in a couple of thousands, the better the target is. Okay, now 7 to 8 million people is very, very broad. I would not tell you run an ad to that. I'd run ads to 1 million, 2 million people max. Okay, I used to just, when I was doing t-shirts, I run an ad to 100,000 people and test it. And if I could break the 100,000 people, if I couldn't get a person or two to buy my t-shirt with 100,000 people in the pool, then my t-shirt probably sucked in the first place, right? That's my mentality. Like if I can't get a bucket of people to buy my shit, then why am I gonna go super, super broad? And Facebook just lost about 70% of their data anyway. So they're gonna suck even more, all right? So, but let me bring you back down to earth. They show you this type of stuff here, okay? So what you need to do, you need to find their competitive site. They're not really giving you competitive site. So say this goes away. We draw a big X on Audience Insights. And don't get me wrong, I used to love that too. What do? We come over here, and I'll just keep t-shirt forums in my copy and paste because I want to go back to that in a minute. But we're going to come over here, and we're going to put in Shopify.com. And we're going to search SimilarWeb. So remember, I just showed you Audience Insights, okay? They show you fan pages that you could target. I come to SimilarWeb, okay? They get 57 million total visits in the past 6 months. Still, United States is the most popular. And you can go down the map. They have omni-channel marketing strategies, and it looks like they're not doing that much mail, which is not right. They can't be right. But look where they come. They come here, and then they leave, and they go looks.io. It's a photo-driven review site. I don't know. You can find gold here. But if you come down over here, let's go back down to here. Competitors, okay, this site also visited websites. So look at this, audience interests, also visited websites, competitor, and similar things, okay? This is like being on Audience Insights, looking at the category section. That's what this is equivalent to. This is also visited websites, and competitive similar sites is like looking at the fan pages. So when Audience Insights tool goes away, people freak out. Oh my God, I lost my tool. You have other tools that you can use to get similar data. Is it going to show you an infinity score? Not really. That's the only sucky thing. But when you start to find your competitors, you can start to dig in a little bit deeper. Okay. So when I found something like this, okay, which is t-shirt marketing forums, that's very niche specific. It's where I want to advertise. I'm going to put up ads on this forum. I'm going to figure it out. How do I put an ad on this forum to tell them to come to my agency site and buy a merchandise site? Why not? Okay. Like, and I'm going to go look at, you know, where they're going, where they're also visiting. People that visit tshirtforums.com also visit, okay, screen printing. Can I advertise on it? Can I reverse engineer their marketing? Okay, if you want to reverse engineer their marketing, I'll show you another little trick. Okay, you can go to their site, right? You can pop open Google. Okay, and you can put this in quotes. Just the website, you can put those in quotes. Okay, if you do something just like that, of course it's going to pull up that thing, but you're also going to find a bunch of stuff that is talking about them, where they're doing their advertising. Oh, look at that, Ricky, totally free. You just got to put in some knuckle grease and get it done. Okay, you can go around the line and start to uncover what they're doing. Yes, this is work. I wish I had a magic ball to just click a finger and I have all the analytics on me. Well, guess what? There are tools out there that exist, but they cost fucking money. What runs where is one of them. Okay. What runs where will show you where everybody's running, what every market is doing, what their landing pages are, what their copy is. How could you intermix that into email marketing? Okay. You got to understand how other advertisers are pre-framing their offers. How are they speaking to prospects to get them into their ecosystem? Once you start to understand that a lot better, well, guess what? You're going to build your list much more rapidly, and then you're going to have the right people on your list. Like, you're not going to go out there and target people who just love Labradors and tell them to buy a merchandise site directly. You're going to get people on your list that love Labradors and tell them why it's important that they have to have a Labrador merchandise site. Okay?
So,
you're not going
Ricky, let me jump in here. So one of these questions is, I understand the list. I understand the importance of building a list. What I don't know and understand is who to target in EP. I have no idea who is the avatar for Slingly Agency.
I'm going to get to that. I was getting to that anyway. It's on my list.
Well, okay.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. Let's do a Q&A at the end, bro. I don't really want to get sidetracked. Okay. So audience, tomorrow is Rob's day. Okay. Rob is taking the day. I'm going to be there. He's going to show you a lot of the inside, the tactical parts. That's my favorite too, because look, this may be a little boring to you. Okay. So be it. Research is not the most funnest thing you could do with your life. You know, you could be out there playing sports or walking your dog in the park or be on a roller coaster. But if you want to make money online, this is what you got to do. All right. If you want to make long-term money online that allows you, you know, I think Adam K said this perfectly. Okay. And it comes from a quote that I've heard many times. Yeah, I'll do the shit that I don't want to do for the next 2 years so I can do the shit that no one else can do for the next 30 years. We all had to do it. Rob had to do it. I had to do it. John Ganache had to do it. Anthony Calstone had to do it. Nishan Bajwa had to do it. Pretty much anybody I know that's successful had to do that. Okay? I had to cut the bullshit out. Cut thinking there's a fucking shortcut to success. There ain't. You know what a shortcut to success? Go buy a lotto ticket every day. And that's not even a shortcut to success because I never won the lotto ever. You probably got better luck in a fucking roulette table, to be honest with you. So anyway, before I go on. All right, audience targeting. Does everybody like kind of understand the mythology of what I'm saying here, or am I just wasting my breath? I mean, put it one in the chat box if I'm not wasting my breath. All right, cool. I want to move on. All right, spot on, cool. Okay, got it. Okay, like, and if you learn this stuff and you really appreciate it, you're going to be very successful because you'll nurture prospecting into sales, whether it be Etsy sales, okay, which are completely cold. But there's there's different types of traffic. Like the traffic that we teach in Slingly to sell Etsy from Pinterest, or the traffic we teach in, say, Facebook marketing, or Google marketing, or Bing advertising over to, say, a Shopify store, a t-shirt. That's completely different. That is impulse buying. You're not selling high ticket. You're selling a shirt with a logo, with a saying that resonates to the audience that you choose. Okay. This year, where you want to get paid $1,500 plus a sale, $1,000 plus a sale, and have traffic packages that everybody and their mother's going to need anyway, then it's going to take a little more work. But once you crack the code with it, you're going to start seeing your bank account light up. All right. And that's what people start to ask you. Well, what are you doing that I'm not doing? Oh, I run an agency site. Do you want to partner with me? Here's my agency link. Okay. They go there. They buy an agency package from you. Now you earn 10% of all their efforts. You show me another program that does this. I haven't found one. Okay. So, all right. So let's go into some targeting. So let me break open EP. Where the hell is EP? It'd be nice if I had, like, what the hell it is. I had it open. I just have a million tabs open. So let me go close some of this. Close this, close this. There it is. All right. All right. So as you see with Audience Builder, Rob has done a pretty good job at, breaking down things into particular important categories, like demographic, all the way down to if you wanted to target somebody who drove a Tesla. Okay. Now, there are some, key points to take away here. People that drive Teslas or drive luxury vehicles have disposable revenue. Those are the people you want to talk to. People that travel for business have disposable income, or maybe run a business. Okay, there are so many businesses out there right now that do not have merchandise attached to their companies because they didn't say it was needed, or they didn't know how to do it, or they were suggested something like Shopify and didn't want to put in the work to do it themselves. I ran across a bunch of those people, which we built out sites for on the DL, pretty much kind of thing, because they came in the Slingly, wanted it for their own business, okay, and we just closed some deals, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so when it comes to demographic, you don't want to target anybody that's not at least 25, 26 years old. Okay, and I don't care if you argue with me saying that, oh, well, I know people that buy and they're only 22 or they're 18. I don't care. I don't want to take that chance on my advertising, especially when I'm paying for it. Okay, you're not going to sell to somebody that's 99 years old, so don't even bother. Okay, you're going to go down, and I would cap this at like 70. Now you may say, oh, well, Ricky, I'm 77, I still buy shit. So what? I don't care. I'm going for a range that I know, okay, well, at least, okay, be in a bucket that I have tested, say, before. And I've tested 25 to 54, 25 to 64, and 25 to 64. So if you want to be Facebook, what I tested is 25 to 64. Okay, that's what I always stuck in when I did my broad marketing on traffic channels, and that's probably what I still stick in. Okay, gender, I select all the time. I don't care if you're a male or a female. It doesn't really matter to me. The data is going to start to tell me who is clicking, and you can use things like Google Analytics. Now, one reason I didn't go into Google Analytics yet, or other tracking platforms yet, is because people are having problems with the methodology of targeting and pre-framing and even getting leads on their list that will actually get to make a sale from them. So if I taught you tracking from the beginning, that's just another shiny object for you to get confused on. So this point of this boot camp over the next 3 days is getting you results. The first result is getting you leads in your account. Second result is nurturing those leads so you're getting a good open rate on both Exact Prospect and Sling and your warm site, say AdMail or whatever autoresponder you're using. The third day is drilling it in. How do we sell this high ticket service? How do we really get it done? All right. Okay. States, you want to select all states. City, okay, I just leave that blank. Okay, unless you want to target localities. That's for advanced marketing. That's when you are making money and now you want to break it down into states. You say, oh my, maybe most of my sales are coming from New York. I'm going to target New York now. That's later down the road. Okay. Same kind of thing with Facebook targeting, right? Education, we're not screwing with that. Married or not, we're not screwing with that. Veteran, we're not screwing with that. Okay. Unless you had services just for veterans, or you had like, okay, are you home on VA disability? Do you ever think about running your own online business? Check this out. So you have to spin your emails, your marketing around your target audiences. You got to be creative. It can't just be, oh, Ricky said use these 3 lines and it works.
That was perfect, Ricky. So when you're building up, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, that was absolutely perfect. So thinking for yourself to go through there, how can you spin this offer to a veteran, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's a different piece of content that you can put out in an email that would resonate with that audience.
Look at this, guys.
Are they sending traffic, Ricky? Are they sending traffic to strictly a merch store? I'm not really sure. To buy a merch?
They're sending traffic to the opt-in page. That is pre-framing them, the prospects, okay, to want to understand maybe a brand, understand what's going on. And they're sending them to the VSL page, okay, which is, and people may get screwed with the terminology. The VSL page I gave you is a pre-framing page. This gets your prospect in the mode to understand what you're about to offer them. Then you're sending them to the agency, which in the first page, it shows them what you do. That page number 1 is like a sales page. It shows them exactly what you offer. It doesn't go in the traffic packages. It doesn't go in the Slingly. It doesn't go in the Groove Cart. It doesn't go into features. It just tells them step 1, we create merchandise. Step 2, we get the work for you. Step 3, here's your shop. So that's what it does. That's the funnel. Now, can we make more funnels for everybody? Yes. I'm not saying we're not going to make more funnels for everybody. We need to make more funnels ourselves. Problem as it being is that if we don't get you to the point of getting your leads and getting one funnel to work, okay, and what the hell is good if I give you another 3 funnels? Right? So let me go back to the targeting. But before I do that, look, if you look at this, make money online, and you would just like to leave it like that. Google is showing you the top things that people search for. From home, free, online for beginners. Now, I'm gonna show you another crazy statistic. So if I put this in quotes, 27 million websites are optimizing for the term make money online, whether to sell their shit or to give people value on how to make money online. So what does that tell you? It's a big freaking market. BizOp, which we call business opportunity, is huge. When I started in 2003, it was small. Okay, well, to us it was small. No one knew us. No one knew a Mike Filsaime. The only people that knew Mike Filsaime was the people that were involved in his email list and the gurus around him that were promoting him. If I went to to a freaking deli and said, "Hey, do you know this guy Mike Filsaime?" They're like, "What are you talking about?" Okay, no one knows even now. Okay, no one knows Ricky Mataka. Go to a freaking deli down the block. You know this kid Ricky Mataka? But people all know. Oh, have you went on Google and searched how to make money online or how to make money from home? Yeah, I try it every single day. It's a big industry, right? So now if I take this and we hop over to my good friend Google Trends and we search for make money online, let's see what's happening with that. It's very, very consistent, right? Let's look in the past 5 years. Wow, it's still that consistent. Guys, every day people are coming online to make money, period. You have 2 ways to spin this. 1, You provide professional merchandising, a professional merchandising platform on GrooveCart, Shopify, and we are building out WooCommerce, by the way. We're gonna have WooCommerce done by the end of the month. So, I was talking to John, and I was like, it can't just be GrooveCart. So we're gonna figure out different avenues as well, okay? We already have a process of building Shopify stores. We've done it in our sleep. We have a process of building our GrooveCart stores. We're gonna start offering WooCommerce stores now and Shopify on the back of your agencies. Because you know what? Maybe people don't know what GrooveCart is. Okay, maybe that's a sales killer. Maybe they want Shopify. Fine, we'll build them a Shopify store. Okay, maybe they want WooCommerce. Oh, everybody knows what WooCommerce is. It has a community of over 20 million freaking people. WordPress, right? But look at what's consistent here. Make money online. In quotes. So all I'm saying, guys, is that you are in a big, big opportunity with your agency. And the more that you understand this, the more excited you can get. Because if you do nothing with it for 6 months, you come back to it 6 months later, it's still going to have this same interest. This is 5 years worth of data, guys. Okay? Still going to have this much interest. So you're in an evergreen, what we call evergreen, okay, market. I'm in it for the long run. I'm not in for a pump and dump, okay? I'm in it for the long run. Now, let's go back over here to exact prospect, okay? So we're selecting, now, once we're done with the demographics, which is all you should probably do, behaviors of interest. Okay, now, there are many different behaviors, but you got to try different things. If you're passionate, I know Becky Mobley, right? She ran, I think it was, she was either a veteran, I think you said, or a pet shop that you own, and then you had to like take that down, and you're taking care of all your pets home. I respect you for that, but you have a passion for pets. So maybe if you did a cat owner and a dog owner in your marketing, okay, and you said, are you a pet lover like I am? I used to run a pet shop for the past couple of years. Due to the pandemic, I had to close it down. I went searching to make money online. I couldn't figure it out, but I came into, an opportunity to grow my own online store. Therefore, I want to show you the same way. You got to spin things that way. That's called pre-framing. So if we're over here, okay, with over here, we already know what the offer is by this point. We need to pre-frame the targeting, okay? Pre-frame the targeting. Oops. Pre-frame the targeting, okay? So over here, if we go back to exact prospect, okay, you have so many things you can do. You can look at luxury life. People that are into luxury have money or aspire to get money, right? People that subscribe to magazines. A long time ago, okay, when I was media buying 2007, losing my money because I know what the fuck I was doing, I would literally be told to go to Barnes and Nobles and go to the magazine section and take an inventory of all the different magazines that exist. And then I would buy 5 or 10 of those magazines, bring them home in different industries like cooking, health, weight loss, whatever, entrepreneurship. And then they would instruct me, go look through the advertisements in that magazine. Go look at the titles on the cover. Go look at the titles being used in the magazine, okay, of their ads. Another thing I was told back in 2007, 2008 was go to grocery stores and go pick up Esquire. Go pick up those bullshit newspapers on the side of the shop, on the side of the, when you're going to check out on that side, go pick a couple of those books because those are straight impulse buying magazines. People are going to resonate with the title while they're waiting online to check out. They're going to pick it up and throw it on top of their food. I've done that plenty of times. But when I've done that for research. When my wife does it, she does it not for research. She does it because she's genuinely interested in something. Okay? So become a producer, not a consumer. Okay? We are not consumers of social media. We are producers of social media. Okay, we like to use social media for analytics, not to see whose cat just died. And I'm sorry if I offended somebody's cat right there, but we go on social media, right, to produce. That's my main objective. And if you use targeting correctly and understand that main objective, Get off your butt, go to Barnes and Nobles, pick up some magazines. Go off your butt, go to Google Trends, start looking at trend research. Okay, go to SimilarWeb, screw around with it. Look up Shopify, look up WooCommerce, look up stuff like BigCommerce. I had a little list here. Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce. Like if I was to come to SimilarWeb, frick these, they need to put better favorite icons. Like it's kind of stupid. All right, over here, I don't even know where the hell it went. I'll just type it open again because I'll never find it. Okay, but if I go to SimilarWeb, okay, and there's a little shortcut you could do. You could just put like the keyword right here, okay, and then it'll just pull it up for you. If it finds it, it needs to be a big enough website. And then you can see that in the past 6 months, BigCommerce got 6.7 million visitors, dude. Okay, like that's ridiculous. All right, let's go down to their competitive sites. Right here, okay? Similarity, and then you got rank. Okay, so similarity is how similar are their people doing. Shopify is a competitor. Okay, Arbello is a competitor. Okay, that's owned by Shopify. You got Exchange, whatever. I have no freaking clue what the hell this is. So I do have Exchange Marketplace. Who the hell knows? Like I may want to go visit this site and check out what it is. Buy your dream business. Oh snap. Who says that you can't eventually sell your agency to somebody else? You can. There are people that have money that want to buy businesses because they don't want to build one from scratch. Okay, that's what agency allows you to do. Now let's go over here. Let's look at Printful. Printful is a competitor. Printful is actually, they're not really a big competitor to like Shopify, but they are a competitor. Okay, they do, you can get their app, put it on Shopify, and start selling their products. They see where the market went. However, you'll be surprised that me and John are working behind the scenes with some manufacturers of Printful to get them inside of Slingly. So therefore, they become our alliance, not a competitor. Okay. All right, let's look at Stamps. Stamps.com is somewhere a competitor. Or we may want to look at rank. What are they ranking to be the most top to their competitors? Okay, so that's what SimilarWeb is saying. I'm going to rank Shopify as their top competitor, or Bello as their second top competitor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And some of this may not be correct. I mean, 100% correct, but it's pretty damn close. They even give you a report. You can download a PDF. Now, SimilarWeb, if you want to buy it, it is a little expensive. But if you're guys like me, hey, you kind of want it. I used to have the SimilarWeb API. It cost me like, I don't know, $2-3 grand a month. But hey, the more data, the better you get at marketing, right? So there's another website out there I used to use, and we're gonna buy it again. I used to know the guy's name is Mike Coelho. It's called Adbeat, adbeat.com. Adbeat is amazing. The guy has like millions of cloud servers running. He literally just uncovers everybody's landing pages, everybody's, on native networks, Google, social networks, mobile networks. If you'd be stupid surprised that there's probably over 300 or 400 different traffic networks that exist right now. Okay, probably more than that. Okay, Justin Brook, another good friend of mine that I used to work with back in the Michael Same days. He scaled his company. And he knows like up and coming emerging networks, all right? So say we're gonna put Shopify here, okay? Let's see what they give out over here. He's not gonna give you all his data, but look, he gives you, see, this is micro commitment. I committed to look into his site. Now he's asking for my email address and he's not letting me get this data. That's just smart marketing, but I don't have a login anymore. I canceled my account like probably a year or two ago because I was just paying for it for like 5 years and I just wasn't really using it as much as I was using other things like Spy Fu and what runs rare and other stuff. Anyway, that's another tool that we're going to investigate. It's getting better and better. The goal of here is that once you know your audience, you can make better decisions because there's tools out there that exist like Jaxi that allows you to put in keywords that you'll find or that your competitors are targeting and then put them into a tool like Jaxi, and it shows you what you can actually rank for, what you could run your amps around, what you could build articles about, what you can do Bing advertising about, what you can write EP emails of, because you get the idea what people are actually searching for. Okay, t-shirt printing has an average of 12,000 searches a month. Okay, just this keyword alone. all right? And you still have a good chance of getting on top of the SERPs, which SERPs being search engines, okay, with this keyword. So if I was to go over to Google, okay, and I am to put that in quotes, and as you can see, I'm doing this completely free. I don't know why it's saying great results, but it's showing 7 million sites are optimizing. Oh, I said I put the t-shirt, didn't I? Let me go back to Jaxie quick. Where's Jaxie? T-shirt. Okay, so you have to put the T-shirt. You have to put it just like that with the spaces and everything. Okay, let's do that just alone. Okay, a billion results. Let's put this in quotes. Okay, still 7 million results there. But what happens is that Google Shopping comes up first because they're trying to get people. So Google Shopping is a hidden gold mine for print-on-demand marketers that most people say, I'm just going to use Facebook. You can use Google Shopping, okay? That's what a lot of guys do. And it's gold mine. People are just not using it. And look, then they put up like, local. Then they put up questions. And look, custom ink is the top one, okay, that is optimizing for t-shirt printing. So now what we could do is we can come to custom ink, okay, which I know they spend a lot of money in advertising. I see the commercials all over the place. They're on all the news channels and stuff. And then we can go back to similar web. What else similar web? I probably just clicked it out. Okay, so here's similar web. Okay, we come over here and we can just go back in and put this custom ink. Let's do it again. Custom ink. Click that down there. And we can do the same process over and over and over. Now I'm explaining this to you guys and showing you visually. Imagine you were just doing this by yourself. You could bang out 15 sites in less than a half hour, getting the similar sites, getting interest targeting, getting some keywords from here, writing down how many visitors they get. If they get this much search volume, okay, this much traffic in 6 months, you pretty much better pay attention to them because they're spending a lot of money. They're people, where are they spending the money? Indeed, hiring sites, okay, tracking stuff. I don't even know what the hell this is. Kaboo. You may just, this is radio, okay? They're spending money on radio, which is true because I hear them on radio. 42% of their traffic comes from search, 21% comes from paid. Okay, if you get the premier version of similar web, they'll give you a shit ton more keywords. Most of it's Facebook, and then you go down, they show you display advertising. And then if you couple this site with something like what runs where, or you do it with something like AdBeat, it's going to give you their landers. It's going to give you their ads. You can actually see them because those software. Like now, if I was to choose between what runs where and AdBeat, I choose AdBeat. Okay, I went to what runs where, and they may have got better since the last time I used them. But I'm probably going to get another subscription to AdBeat. I may even reach out to Mike Coella. We'll see. Well, say that if there's enough interest, see if he can make a deal again. I haven't talked to him in years though. But anyway, all I'm saying is that you'll even see where they're advertising. Okay, Google Display Network, real-time bidding. They're using real-time bidding services. Triple Lift, Rocket Fuel. Okay, other stuff. What's the main interest here? Science and education. Really? Okay. Rush Order Tees. Okay. 4imprint. Heard of those guys? Vistaprint. Logo software. This is all the targeting, bro. I mean, guys, this is all the targeting right here on the plate. You don't need audience insights no more. This is all the targeting. This is the community you need to break in when you're in print-on-demand marketing, which you are with agency, right? So when you think about that, you come back to EP, okay, you got to think, all right, well, what else can I go after? People who travel, okay? Let's see, travel for vacation. Okay, they have some money, they travel for vacation, right? What maybe else can I go? What interests? Okay, I wouldn't think that custom print. I mean, in most categories, science. I don't know. Maybe they're interested in apparel. Let's see if we got something over here for apparel. Here, fine arts. Okay, maybe they're a fine arts collector. That means they have money, right?
What about, so Ricky, we're selling, so they are selling a business opportunity to an agency right?
What?
Which also sells.
Somebody's gotta teach Rob this shit sometime.
Right. But no. I'm saying it out loud so everybody can hear. So they're selling an agency.
They're
that-
selling merchandising sites. They own an agency, just like you have your agency network and you sell landing pages and copywriting services. Same thing, dude. So, so basically you guys have a brand. Let's not call it agency. I think that's what
What happens if somebody wants to come in to their agency and build an agency?
Then they need to go through the partnership link, which we are still building. That's
Okay. Right.
We have to keep, guys, the reason that's taking so long is because it's not just a simple sell. I got to bring them through a cycle. Okay. So the same stuff we're showing you right here in indoctrination, it needs, now look, if you got a guy that is hot and ready to just get in under you, we can make that happen like right now. But if you want to do this type of traffic marketing and then get people to learn about the agency opportunity under you, we got to cycle them through a nurturing process to be able to spend enough money, okay, to get the partnership plus give you residuals. So that's what's taking the longest with that. We are working on that, just to let people know. But
everybody that wants a merch store, you should be targeting people into interests and gear your content according to that types of interest. And you should pick make money online.
I mean, you don't even have to use any of this behavioral at all. You don't have to use none of that. Don't feel like you need to use it. Okay, behavioral is like cat owner. Okay, like there's layering. Okay, in interest targeting, there's layering.
But let me show you something. So if you go over into which one is it? It's kind of buried in there, and we're pulling it out because I've noticed before. So go into interest a minute.
Okay.
Scroll all the way down. There's something in there that is either it's money or business.
Oh, the make money. I seen it. Yeah, exactly. This is
well, there's
no, it was under affinity, dude. It's right here.
Yeah, that's going to be pulled out and it's going to be broken down in the next
money making affinity.
That should always be checked. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Always. Now you pair that and you layer your data and you go into hobbies and you go into interests and you tweak your content to say, hey, you're into woodworking. Let's get your stuff onto a merch store, right?
Exactly.
Is that the process?
Yeah, because look, if you look at what I said over 5 years, people are searching for make money online in quotes. Okay. So if you think about that, and it's crazy. West Virginia is the top of that. That's amazing. Mississippi. Related topics. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But if you go over here and you select money making affinity, so let me just break this out into a doc quick. Okay. Let me just show you something quick. Okay. All right. All right. So we need to build layers as you would build an onion. As you would make an onion, okay? Or like what I used to teach was with prospecting, right? So layer number one, okay, is make money online or just make money in general. That's like the first layer. Now the second layer is what you freaking choose. So say I come to interest and let's say they're interested in
cigars. Click on that cigars, right?
Okay, cigars, because I know that Tisha loves smoking cigars. I love smoking cigars. So we have some kind of like, go ahead. You want to talk about it? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
I
mean, I would pick cigars. I would go in there. I would target. I'd build an audience around that. I would tweak my content that they know they're interested in making money. I would probably pick some disposable in there, some disposable income, so they can afford what you're selling.
So wait, wait. Before you do that, Rob, okay, let's get rid of cat owner. Okay, we got the demographic, all states. We got age 25 to 64. We got male and female. We got money making affinity, so they want to make money. Okay, then we're layering, say, cigars. Now we're going to find financial income, and let's say they have
now
a house.
Yeah,
household
and then,
income, let's say they have any household income,
yeah, that's fine.
whatever.
Go back over into the interest, the infinity or whatever.
Yeah.
That cigars. Go back in there and pick a couple other things, because you can take that message and make it a little broader in your emails. So say uh
Well, this is make money affinity. We don't want to like just mix it. Well, you could mix it with cooking if you wanted to.
well,
You can
no,
mix it
it's,
with,
yeah, because I mean, you're building out merch stores, so
it
you want to
fits
frame
any
it
business.
in a way to where they can envision themselves having a store, right?
Yep.
Tish is the perfect audience because she doesn't have a store. She does now. She needed one. She didn't know she needed one until we put that idea in her head, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Mhm.
building an audience, and then it was like,
So
wait a second,
what was she in? Women's empowerment, right? Something like
women's
that.
empowerment.
Okay, so let's say inspirational. Okay, so we're selecting inspirational. We're selecting, and guys, don't just copy and paste. We're trying to give you like the idea of this. Okay, so over here, and look, we're giving you the way, like we know everything's a risk in life. Okay, that this may not work off the bat, but if you understand the concepts of layering, you can layer your print on demand, you can layer your emails, you can build the right prospecting list, you can layer your message correctly. Because look, we're all human, we all have needs and desires, we all want an outcome, right? Let's not forget that core value, right? So we got make money affinity, and we have inspirational, which is Tish, okay? And then let's say, forget about cigars for now. Let's say inspirational and
Camping, hiking. I mean, all that
well,
stuff. I
not
mean,
yet. Let's
they
try
could have
around
they could have a
inspirational.
store with that.
Yeah, healthy living. So inspirational, healthy living, make money. That's the three layers. Let's just go with that quick, all right? So we go over here, we have make money, we got inspirational, and then we got healthy living. Okay, and they all tie into each other because to be healthy, you need to be inspired. Being inspired means you want to make money. Okay, right? So they kind of tie into each other. So the emails, and we're kind of coming down to this section now, okay, which is shortcut your prospecting, which is exact prospect, and become the authority, email structure. Okay, so when you have these onion layers put together, okay, these are the three subjects we need to speak about. Okay, so now there's a cold way of doing it, and then there's a warm way of doing it. Now the cold way is like knock knock. Okay, hi, I got your information. We know that you're interested in X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't have the exact format in my head right now. We're actually gonna this week. Me and Rob talked about actually making you a shit ton of templates. Okay, that you guys can pick from to get inspiration from. And that's gonna be done. I'm hoping by day 3. Okay, that's on the plate. So that's just a free bonus we're adding to everybody that has EP. So you can use it more properly. But let's go through the concepts of cold, and then I'll go through the concepts of warm. So Rob, how you want to draw this out, cold and warm? Do you have like an example you want to show? Should I share your screen, or like how do you want to talk about the concepts? I could do it. I could just draw it out.
Well, so I guess before we jump into that, I mean, why don't we stick on this and understand that customer persona, right? So
Yeah,
I
this
guess
is the
everybody
person.
put a 1 in there. Do you understand like what we're doing with these audiences now? Do you understand that everyone doesn't have to pick the same audience? There's a million different ways to skin this cat and go after different things. And guarantee you, most everybody has some type of passion that they could talk about that can actually sound like it's coming from them. Like when I get in and I talk about data and stuff, I mean, I just ramble about it because I know it, right? So if you're picking certain things that you can kind of pre-frame this into your content that would make sense for this person to read your message and say, wow, I can see myself having a store. I can see myself running an online store. But you had to get to those baby steps to get there. And that's what we're doing on the cold side because A, they don't know who you are. So when we're running cold, real cold traffic, email, like even Facebook isn't cold traffic. You know, they're showing ads in there. Yeah, it's not the same type of cold traffic. So in an email, you have to start positioning in the way that you're thinking with your advertising, which we're going to get into, in the methodology of the method of these touches and how we set.
Yeah, here's a perfect example. All right.
That's a much different, you know, that's going to be on day 2 or 3.
Well, I'm just going to give them a little preview because I don't want to make this too much longer because we're going on long and I want people to be able to watch, to replay and get it. So look, I want to show you something. This is something I built out when we were promoting raw stuff. Okay, this is a real example. Okay, so revealing live, this is replacing Facebook custom audiences, first ever instant targeted lead generation email platform. Now we dialed in that message a little bit more. If you go to where we are now, this is some early marketing of it. Okay, and basically, look, included over 6 billion combined real-time targeting options, builds email marketing lists in real time. Okay, these are audience you could use in email. Okay, our pre-built remarketing platform, there's a retargeting internet-wide, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we had to figure out how do we pre-frame this to cold traffic? How do we get cold traffic to even understand this in the first place? Because some of Rob's system is kind of alien, okay? You know what I'm saying? So we had to figure out a way to put this to cold traffic. So this is some of the cold emails we came up with, okay? I hacked 25,000 leads. This is unbelievable, but I came across a system that's replacing Facebook with lead generation, okay? Link. If you want unlimited leads, cheaper than any ad network, that will grow your business. Look, these are not even bullet points. Like I'm just leading them down. If you want unlimited leads, cheaper than any ad network, that will grow your business. So I learned something in my email marketing. Everything doesn't need to be as personas as everybody tells you it needs to be. I like to walk people down to a click. That's exactly what this is. I'm walking people down to a click rather than lumping this up into one sentence. Okay, I'm going to demo this hack live. Hence, they drove to this page, or now they drove to more advanced pages that we got. Okay, see you there. Okay, swipe number 2. Okay, the subject is first name. That's it. That's the subject. I got your contact from a friend of mine. He thought you may be interested in this for your business. This may be the thing you're looking for. Now, don't copy and paste these guys. These are just templates. If you're talking to
yeah. So this, I kind of wanted to touch base on this. So there's a couple different ways of going about cold email marketing with a system like this. One, you can be a persona of yourself, referring somebody into your list, referring to you, right? And that'll do okay. Or you can go straight at it and come in with a different message and immediately get them to come directly to you, but you shouldn't be sending them directly to an offer. So you want to put that extra layer in there, referring them, right? And you know, ultimately, you can take this system, start building your list, not have a back end offer. You can use it just to build your list, figure out that offer later, but you have that offer, so it doesn't make sense to waste this type of traffic and not lead them down that right path, right? So most of my other, you know, on another side of my business, we don't get in because, I mean, you know, Ricky's given you all that back end, all the offers, everything that you need. So it's a little bit different type of training versus just a very broad training that we would normally do. So there's 2 different methods. One, you'd put somebody in front of you, a fictitious person, referring you. So, oh my God, my friend Robert has this amazing platform, blah, 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 blah. This is what it does. Click here. He's doing a special invite only. And I was told to send this to you.
Exactly. Like you got to become an affiliate of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like becoming an affiliate of yourselves means that when they get to your list, now they know that Becky is going to talk to them. Now they know that Ricky's going to talk to them. Rob's going to talk to them. Okay. It gets a little fuzzy when you do, say, a persona, say Joseph, and then you transition. Now they're on a list getting emails from Ricky. Gets a little fuzzy. The trust gets lost. So you need to speak a little bit out that, you know, my friend has an amazing platform. And you know what? When I instruct you to send things to the VSL, they're going to see me. They're going to see me in the pages. They're going to get to know who Ricky is, but I'm working for you in this case. Like, I'm not promoting my shit. I'm working for you. All right. Now we're going to come up with more, you know, better ways, not better ways. We're going to come up with more angles for you to use, but we got to get this boot camp done. We got to get people understanding the methodology of this, or it's not going to work for you no matter what we do. Okay. So just to transition a little bit more, okay, and we'll get to kind of a Q&A. Let me put this down. Okay, here's like another example. Okay, I can't believe this is legal. That's a crazy subject one. There is a myth that a system like this could be only used by big Fortune 500 companies. It drives so much traffic to their brands, offers for pennies. I really can't believe this is legal. Click. Now, I could have said Rob has a system in there. Okay, my friend Rob has a crazy system that's only being used by Fortune 500 companies. It sends amazing amounts of traffic to any branded business. I found this for you. I could have put Rob's name in there, right? Or account screw up. Okay, our apologies. Just to let us know that your account may have been mismatched with another person. I mean, that's clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Good thing I found your email. Okay, I want to make sure you're the right person to get access to this information. Like, this is good copy. This is good cold email marketing copy. But when they transition to you, it should be something like this. Let me put this down if I can find it. Okay, send after opt-in. Okay, so this right here is what we're sending to them after they opt in. Okay, so after they opt in, they're going to get this in their email. 225,000 clicks without Facebook. And Rob, you did that ridiculous number last year. I'm saying about a client. So if I told you there's a platform that will build instant target email leads, would you be interested? Read on. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go through a whole email. Okay, but our goal is, one, be the persona. Two, get them to click with the recommendation. Then get them to the warm side of the email where we're going a little bit deeper from the person. So in my email sequence that I gave you, you can find that over here. So if you go to Slingly Agency, okay, we go back over here, you know, the Slingly Academy, and then we open up Slingly Agency, you're going to see the Vsl Package 1.0. So I go over here, Slingly Agency members area. Now, you know, anybody that's not an agency member, you're not going to be able to get this. If you're interested in agency, then you'll have to hit us up because it's currently very expensive. We had a discounted. We'll let you know when we open it up again. But if you come over here and you go to build your list, you have Vsl Packages. Now, the reason I put packages is because we're making more. Okay, but I stopped making more because of people struggling. Now, we got VSL email sequence number 1, VSL package setup number 1. In this sequence here, let's download the sequence really quick. And let me show you this.
Real quick, let me jump in because somebody asked a question that's actually really good. Okay. Can we use Ricky's name in our sales copy? I'm replying.
What sales copy?
Well, like email or whatever. My friend Ricky. That's fine.
You can use Ricky, but let me tell you something, guys. Like, when they start getting emails from Joe in your autoresponder, if your name is Joe, that doesn't match up. And plus, when they bring them to the VSL package or you bring them to the agency site, they don't know Ricky's involved. They don't know Ricky's here. They don't know Slingly's involved with this. Like, if you use Ricky, what the fuck does that do for you, honestly? I'm sorry,
but you're
guys.
okay, so you're on the VSL, correct?
Yeah, but my face is not on the VSL. My voice is. I don't even say this is Ricky.
Oh. Then no. You can use any name you want. It doesn't, you know.
But Jeffrey Smith if you want to, guys.
Always match the same name. On the cold side, that's a whole separate sequence of emails. So say you have 3 emails set up. We're going to go into that tomorrow.
I'm sorry, guys. Laughing, that was just funny.
We're going to go into that tomorrow, the next day, as to how we set that up properly. It doesn't matter what name you use, as long as they're all concurrent. Like it's the same name across the board, so they know what's going on. Once they come over.
Oh, sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Once they come over into your ecosystem, somebody else referred them to you, building your list, right? So understand those two sides.
All right, so Steven says, you have access to agency. What's up, my account? Oh, listen, hit up support at slingly.com. I actually replied to you personally, dude. We actually made it work for you with your payment issues. So that's probably the delay. Otherwise, it would have just been automated. So hit up support at slingly.com and you'll get it fixed up. All right, so did he just say exact prospect is not included? No, exact prospect is not included. No traffic is included. There's no free traffic in this world. Okay, like what you can do with exact prospect will save you buckets of money on Facebook. I'm talking about where you're going to get $1 something to click on Facebook. You'll get pennies on exact prospect if you do it right. No traffic is free. So
that was one other thing I wanted to, we're going to touch base on is I think a lot of people, from what I'm seeing in support and stuff like that, they don't have anything to compare paid traffic, right? So I don't think they're understanding what that is. So I had a meeting this morning with a couple of clients, and I literally, in fact, let me pull this up. So Team Life Coaching, Facebook traffic, impression cost, $42. Click cost, $3.76 an average. Opt-in cost, $11.50. That's the traffic cost for running Facebook on this offer that I'm dealing with or whatever. So across the board,
Oops,
we're going to show.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
What's that?
No, I pressed the wrong button. I stopped my screen by accident. Sorry. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
So we're going to get into exactly so you can see and understand if you're comparing something, if you've never ran paid traffic, to really understand what those costs are. And to be able to compare something, even though there's nothing apples to apples. I mean, cold email traffic is going to always be different, but it's kind of similar. It's still a paid traffic source. There is no free, I mean, there's no free ride, period, unless you're doing the sweat equity, unless you're out there and you're sitting there posting and you're doing everything that Ampfire is doing, busting your ass doing that day in and day out to try and get some links out there that maybe or maybe not won't drive some traffic over to a page.
Yeah, under your agency, if you go to live training replays, getting free traffic. You want to get free traffic and put the sweat equity in, watch these these two here. I explain completely getting ready for your traffic and then completely getting free traffic and what it actually takes to get free traffic. And I'll tell you this much, you're going to spend a lot of time doing that. But if that's something you need to do, and at one point in my career, I had no choice but to do free traffic because I had no other choice, okay? Like, when I started doing free traffic, Facebook wasn't a thing. I had to build the website. There wasn't ClickFunnels for me. There wasn't all these big tools. You know, my tool was, what autoresponder I used to use back in that time. I think Aweber may have existed or whatever the hell it was, autoresponder I got into. Okay, but I used to build the websites from scratch. I had to learn to become a developer. So, like, if you're looking for a free ride, then this is probably not the right opportunity for you, and you probably shouldn't be in it, and you should find something else. And I'm not afraid to tell you that.
Well, nothing is free, man. I remember sitting in your basement, like in your parents' house, like 15 years ago, trying to figure this stuff out.
I mean, John Gadash knows me since third grade. You know, we're born with a fucking silver spoon in our mouth. Sorry for the language, but I'm getting a little frustrated. Okay, because people want to push button. Go in your car and press a button to start your car. That's a push button.
Okay, so today was strictly, we're trying to get the mindset of personas in audience building and the methods on the very, very first piece of making everything work. And then, at the end of this boot camp, it's all going to kind of come together and
well, we kind of did. I think I gave, okay, I'm just to let people know, okay, I went through everything. Reverse marketing, audience targeting, the methodologies. I showed you different offers. I showed you different sites to find your prospecting. how EP shortcuts your prospecting, becoming your authority by recommending yourself. You know, Rob took care of that. Email structuring, I was just showing you that. But you know what I realized, Rob, is this is still a lot. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to cover, you know, becoming the authority a little bit more tomorrow, as well as email structuring a lot more with your real live examples in EP. Okay, I think that'd probably be the best way to do that, because that's just, I think at this point, it may just keep on going over people's head. And we're going, and literally we're going on 2 hours, and we got to try to cut it because people don't watch 2-hour videos. I know for a fact.
Nope, I agree.
So, all right, guys. So look, we're gonna cut this off. I'm sorry for getting a little frustrated, but some of the comments are actually getting me pissed off. But like, to be completely blunt with you, I do care about you guys, or we wouldn't be on here right now, training. Okay, we just wouldn't be. You know, so like, I can't like make this work for you if you're not. Look, we are putting 15 steps in front of you. You need to come at least 2 steps. All right. So look, guys, I'm sorry for getting frustrated, but I just did. But anyway, that maybe is because it took me 8 years of struggling to even get to a place where I understood this shit, and then another 11 years to become super successful. And people want it overnight. It don't happen. Okay, you just got to keep at it. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. So look, I'm gonna put this replay up and keep it moving. We'll put it in media dollars for now. We don't know where it's gonna live and exist. You know, Rob, tomorrow, guys, we're gonna go through. You know, we're gonna go through the kind of like tactics now. Since I really ask that you watch this video again. I know we went a little long. Maybe skim through it, get the parts that you need to know. Go to SimilarWeb, do some research, do some reverse engineering. In the beginning of the video, I showed you where to get additional modules, et cetera, et cetera. You got to do your homework, all right? The better you get at research and knowing your audience and understanding this type of things, this tech stuff becomes a little less scary. Plus, another good news is that I talked to Mike saying they're doing a major upgrade to group pages come, I think it's today or tomorrow. They're doing a major push. They fixed a shit ton of things. So that's great news. I talked to their developers. So that's great news. And hopefully everything's gonna run a lot more smoother on that side, because we know we had some problems come up last week. But that's some good news there. But I'll keep you guys updated. So be here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go into day 2. Let me just pull up the roadmap just quick. I want to pull up the roadmap. 1 minute. I'll tell you what we're gonna cover tomorrow. Okay, 1 second. There's not a ton bad. And we're gonna go in. What I like to do with the boot camps is just recap a little bit what we taught the day before. So day 2, we're gonna recap day 1. But tomorrow we're gonna be going into Enox and ad mail, warm versus cold. We'll show you segmentation where the real money exists. We'll show you inbound sequencing, outbound sequencing, follow-up sequencing. We'll show you where to find even more inspiration, landing pages that I've run, things that, you know, things that help you pre-sell your offer even more. And then, you know, and then basically Rob's gonna go over how to set up stuff, so it gets a little bit less scary on that side. And then day 3, we're gonna go through execution, tricks for making big money, tricks for scarcity, selling these high tickets, phones, getting phone sales, okay, and all that other good stuff. So that's coming. And then on day 4, which is Friday, we're gonna have a full-blown Q&A, so that if you guys missed anything, write your questions down on a notepad and have it ready for Friday, because we're gonna move pretty fast, and this week's gonna be over before you know it. All right, so with that being said, love you guys, appreciate you, hope you got a lot of education and value. John will get this up inside of the group and the media dollars, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining. I will see you on that training. Later.
Bye-bye, everybody.